Hello everyone, welcome to our conference project. We are Kathleen, Mistretta, and Payton Smith, and today we're going to be talking to you about the relational database model. For a better understanding of the relational data model, today we're going to walk through an example using the well-known Marvel Avengers. Relational data models are very important and can be seen all throughout everyday life. So let's first get a base understanding of what they are. We're going to start with the question, what exactly is a data model? Or more specifically, what is a relational data model? Data models organize and store information in a structured and logical way that is easy to navigate. Many organizations and businesses use them as they are structured around how the data actually occurs in real life. Next, we need to understand the characteristics. We can start with the broad concept of a database, and within that, there are tables that correspond to a specific topic. Within each table, there are columns or attributes, and what fills these tables are the rows of specific data. Now that we have an understanding of the necessary characteristics, we can begin building our tables. Tables can display many different relationships, and to better understand this, let's use our example of the Marvel superheroes. We're going to begin by creating our first table. Let's call it Avengers. We're going to fill it with the following columns: Avenger ID, the superhero's real first name, their real last name, their superhero name, and then their superpower. For a better understanding, I'm going to fill this table with 4 example rows. Something to note with creating tables is the importance of using a consistent naming standard. Today we're going to use plural nouns as table names, like Avengers, and separating column names with underscores. Next, we're going to create a table that is made up of the different Marvel movies. We will title this table Movies and give it the attributes of movie ID, title, and release year to describe each movie listed in the table. It is important to note that the Avenger ID and Movie ID columns are referred to as primary keys. These attributes serve as unique identifiers for each row. Primary keys in tables are often uniquely generated ID numbers, and this is because typical identifiers for rows such as first names can be common and repeated across many different rows. Now you may be wondering why this data isn't in the same table so it's easier to see which superhero appears in which movie. The tables are broken apart to avoid data redundancy, and we are going to display the relationship between these tables through the help of a linking table and the use of foreign keys. The foreign keys in the Appearances table reference and link to the primary keys in the Avengers and Movies tables. This allows us to display the many-to-many relationship which is occurring between superheroes and the movies they appear in. You can see here that the Appearances table has its own primary key that uniquely identifies each instance of a superhero appearing in a specific movie. But instead of re-entering the movie information and superhero information, we are using foreign keys from the other 2 tables' primary keys that simplify this relationship. Providing this linking table allows us to show the relationship while maintaining the consistency and integrity of our data. If all of this information was stored together in a single table, there would be data redundancy, leading to the need to update information in multiple different instances if information changed or needed to be removed. After completing our example, we can wrap up with a couple of table properties to remember. Each table name needs to be distinct so that the information they store can be easily identified. There must be no duplicated rows, as your tables need to agree with the principles of normalization. Columns need to follow their specified data types. For instance, name columns are made up of characters and ID columns are integers. Lastly, similar to table names, column names need to be distinctly named, and you should avoid including commonly used commands when naming columns. After watching this video, you should have a better understanding of the relational data model. As this is such a commonly used model, we encourage you to continue your learning of the subject. Today we covered the concept, characteristics, An example using Marvel superheroes, table properties, primary and foreign keys. Thank you for watching.